Alrighty, good morning, good morning. Hi, everyone. I'm writing you, well, not writing, I'm speaking to you right now about the balloon sinuplasty and turbinate reduction. I just had this done yesterday morning, so I am 1 day post-op, and I wanted to just come to y'all to talk to you a little bit about the process, what I think helped me, what it was like, and things of that nature. So, as you can tell, it's almost like I'm breathing out my mouth more so than anything right now. To be fair, I can breathe out of my nose here and there. It's just, a little bit dry, a little tender, but not painful. But anyway, one thing I will say is that this is one of the most painless procedures that you'll ever experience. Um, the first thing is the day before the procedure, what you'll do is you'll have to start taking the anti-inflammatory medication as well as the antibiotic. So you start that the day before. The day you go in, you're going to end up taking, they gave me, I want to say diazepam, alongside the acetaminophen codeine. So I didn't want I did not want the Percocet. Actually, I want them to give me ibuprofen, 800 milligrams, but they said I was going to be in some pain, so they gave me that medication. To be honest, the amount of pain that they're discussing, I barely experienced pain. So it's, I mean, you could take it that day, but I probably wouldn't take it after I leave the procedure room. But I took that, and you take a pill for nausea. You take that as well. And so what they do is you'll sit in there after taking the pills for about maybe 10, 15 minutes. Then they move you into the procedure room where you speak with a PA. And the PA will talk to you about what's going to go on. Then will give you the numbing process, or they start the numbing process. So the numbing process first is spritz up the nose. They give you 2 spritz up each side. I started to feel some numbing, not much. I didn't have a lot of drippage into my throat. I did have a little bit, but not much. So it wasn't an uncomfortable feeling like most people said that they felt like they couldn't swallow. I didn't have that concern. Um, did I feel a little numbness happening at the roof of my mouth and in my teeth? Yes, I did. So after that, they go in with a gel. They put the gel in on both sides. Then after the gel, they then stuff your nose with like cotton that's soaked in, I want to say it's epinephrine and some local anesthetic. So they stuff it up kind of far. Then they pull those out, and then they go in with the needles to give you the shot with the needle. Now they had my eyes covered the entire time, so I didn't even see when they was giving me the shot. They just told me that I would feel it. Barely felt it, if anything. So after they give you the shots in your nose, you sit there for a second. The doctor comes in, and I talked to the doctor the entire time. And my procedure was very quick. To be fair, I don't even remember them reducing the turbinate portion. I do remember them going in for the balloon sinuplasty, and it was within seconds. They were able to get into the spot. It was 2 areas on this side, my frontal turbinate, and then I think the one that's here, like in my jaw. And on this side, this frontal turbinate, and the one that's in the jaw here. They go in, and then they just inflate the balloon, pull out, go on to the next one, inflate the balloon, pull out, and you'll hear a little cracking sound. I didn't feel anything, but I did hear the cracking sound. So that cracking sound could scare you if it's not something that you're aware of. But fortunately, I had watched plenty of videos from people here, and most individuals talked about it sounding like either somebody crunching chips or something of that nature. I can tell you it probably does sound something close to somebody crunching chips. So you just hear it. They go to the other side. They did that, and then afterwards, they pulled out. They did the turbinate reduction. That went kind of quickly. I want to say it was maybe 2 pricks on this side on the inside and 2 on this side. Um, they didn't do the electro. It wasn't the electric one. It was the one where they have to kind of. I think they go in and make a slight incision and they suck out some of the soft tissue. So it was that. After the procedure was complete, the doctor's like, "Okay, I'm done," and then they leave. So whenever he left, The PA, she came back with a wheelchair. They will wheel you out because you're going to be very drowsy. So after taking all that medication, you're going to be drowsy. And I came home. A friend of mine brought me home and helped me get into my space. Once I got in, honestly, I slept on and off. The sleep was not as bad as individuals described it, but maybe their sleep was not as good because they also had a sinuplasty. I didn't have to have a sinuplasty. Um, I mean, a septoplasty. My apologies. I got the balloon sinus, not the septo. Because I didn't have to get my septum touched. Maybe that's why I didn't have as much discomfort. Um, my sleep, I probably slept maybe 3 hours at a time. So I would sleep for 3 hours, get up, and probably sleep for 3 more hours and get up. They do put a cotton bandage under your mouth that'll go, I mean, under your nose, my apologies, that goes across this way. I was able to take that off. They say within an hour, but I kept it on for a couple of hours because you do have some blood and leakage that still will come. When I took it off, I was still bleeding a little bit, but then you just take the cotton ball and you put the Afrin on it and just stick it in your nose. On the side that's bleeding, both sides were bleeding of my nose, so I stuck it in my nose for 15 minutes, took it out, the bleeding had stopped, it was no more bleeding. I was able to get through the rest of my day. I did my first flush because it is 24 hours, so that is whenever you do your very first sinus flush. I bought the electronic one because to me it's a lot easier. I was like, what if I want to be in the bed? I don't feel like getting up and I just want to, do it. It's going to catch stuff on this side. There was like a blood clot that came out, but nothing too severe or nasty or anything of that nature. My doctors informed me that these first 2 days. So I went yesterday morning. I went Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. So they said for the rest of Wednesday and all of Thursday, basically just take it easy. But I'll be able to return to regular activities starting Friday, as far as like lifting because I work out and things of that nature. So you won't have any issues or difficulties there as well. Let's see. This little, I guess, want to say maybe little congestion that I'm experiencing. It's not bad. I thought it would be like a sinus headache, sinus cold or something, but I've had no headache, no sinus cold. I only felt a little bit of pain yesterday, maybe 6 to 8 hours after the procedure. I took regular Tylenol extra strength. It went right away. Have not felt any pain afterwards. Let's see. You can't blow your nose for about 3 days, 3 to 4 days. So, that'll be that piece. And outside of that, I want to say that everything else has been pretty smooth. They say you'll rinse your nose out twice a day. After you do the rinse, your nose do get a little bit dry, so I did buy a little nasal spray that I may use here and there just to kind of offer some moisture. But outside of that, everything else is fine, and you want to keep it moist so that it won't be a lot of crusting. So I'll go back in 2 weeks, so that way we can do an allergy test, but also they can do the post-op check where they're going to go up and check everything, make sure everything is still good, looking good, and things of that nature. Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, you sleep elevated on the maybe the first day or two. You have to sleep elevated. I'm probably going to sleep elevated again once more today just to be on the safe side. But outside of that, I heard a lot about drippage of like blood down your throat. I haven't gotten any of that. I had a really, really kind of easy breezy procedure with my balloon sinuplasty and my turbinate reduction. So I say all that just to basically say that, the procedure, it was easy, it was quick, it was good, it was painless. I don't feel any pain. I will say, I spoke positivity into the environment every single day leading up to it so that I could manage my nerves going in. And all of that really helped. So if you're really thinking about considering getting this procedure done, or if it's one that they have suggested for you, I say get it done. They say it's a lifelong procedure. Once it's done, you don't have to do it again. And at the same time, I mean, hey, who don't want to breathe better? So again, if you're nervous about it, please do whatever you have to do to calm your nerves. But trust me, it's not a big deal. It's not something to be worried about at all. You will be just fine. And please excuse the hair and everything, y'all. I literally just woke up probably about an hour ago. And so this is, again, my take it easy day. But I wanted to just go ahead and put a video out there because I watched others' videos and their videos helped me. So because they helped me, I want to make sure that I help you. And I just want you to know that this procedure, once more, it is painless, it is quick, and I believe 9 times out of 10 that you're never going to regret it. So hey, get it done and move it forward. So I hope you have a great day, and good luck on your procedure.